So we are live. We are live. Flat thumbs. Thank
Flat
you,
thumbs.
Shelley, Alex, and Lindsay. We are
What's
here.
going on?
Yeah, everything's good, brother.
Well, this is cool. We've got some superstars in the house.
Yeah.
I hope you're not
Sound
talking
check.
about me.
I know, me either.
No, I was talking about me and Manny. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Shelley,
Very
I have
nice
to say,
that-
I have to say to you, Shelley, that the production value and the professionalism of that of what you did there was just amazing. I was absolutely, but it's the most professional thing that I've ever seen done in this community. Honestly, hats off to you. It was
Oh,
fantastic.
Thank you so much. Well, honestly, your work, it speaks for itself. I mean, it's so
I think you're freezing up, Shelley. You're. Am I just? Who else is getting that? Anyone else getting her freezing?
Yeah, she froze for me too.
I'm freezing. I'm freezing.
Uh-oh.
Did you guys? Am I still frozen?
But I hear you, Shelley. I hear you, Shelley.
Okay,
Can you hear
I think
me?
we're good now.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is
Yeah.
I'm gonna just. It's good.
I think it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
Just as we were about to kiss each other's ass, then it goes all wrong.
Oh, thank you so much, Alex. Your work is impeccable.
Thank you. I mean, I really mean that, because I mean, having my work used in such a professional setting was a real honor, because I've had my work used a lot in YouTube videos and things, and that's all well and good, but to see it used in something that looked like Netflix ready documentary, kind of a National Geographic, so to have it used in that professional setting was a real honor. And I'll just repeat what I said about how professional it was put together. And just, because I'm an audio guy, I like sound, so I'm really sort of picking apart the visuals and how professional the camera work is, and how professional the audio. And I'm looking for the mics, like if you've got any like collar mics on the interviewees, and I'm like, how are they micing this up? Were you using boom mics? Because the quality was amazing. Oh, she's gone again.
Yeah,
she's gone.
Okay.
Lindsay, we have Hippie Shake and Brian Evans in our chat.
Welcome to chat.
Shelley, maybe you have to jump in again.
Yeah. When you're going on about the fantastic audio and quality, and well.
Yeah, typical, isn't it?
Technical difficulties.
Sure. And
oh, look at my fat belly through this tight t-shirt. That's not a good look.
Oh, you are looking great.
I've got to suck my belly in for this.
Alex, this was one of my first t-shirts I ordered from you.
Oh, she's back.
Is it better? I changed it to a different network, so hopefully it's better.
Sounds way better.
Oh, I wanted to say thank you so much to Alex, because without him, I mean, his music is so professional, and it just means a lot to hear that. So I wanted to make sure you heard thank you for that. Thank you so much.
No, you're welcome. Thank you. It was I sat here with three of my flat earth buddies, and there's not a lot of flat earthers around here. I'm in Spain, so there's not a massive English community around me. So finding flat earthers around me is tough as well. There's not many blue dots around me, but I've got like 3 or 4 flat earth friends, and 2 of them came over, and there was 3 of us, and we rented it on Vimeo, and we sat here and we watched it in the studio. I've got a big screen here. We've got an incredible sound system here. So we got so it's like a cinema sitting here watching it. So we were just like, whoa, this is amazing. Obviously I was very excited to see my music, particularly at the end, and when you're in the car and I was listening to the quality of the music, I was like, damn, that sounds so good. So I was really impressed with it.
Thank you so much. It was awesome. Well, I love your work, and it's incredible. So thank you.
Thank you. It's traveling quite far, as will your your series of what would you call it? A docu series? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, it's a docu-series, because we just cannot cover every single topic in just a span of an hour. And we decided early on that it just had to have enough room for development and enough room for people to be able to see, the truth about things, because you have to uncover it. We didn't learn this in one day. And so we just realized we really wanted our community to have the voice and to really tell our side of the story. In order to do that, we had to make it this ongoing season with no end, really is what it comes down to.
So it could go on and on and on and on and on then, really, couldn't it, I suppose? I hope it does. I really hope it does, because like you said, there's so much to cover. I mean, I couldn't possibly cover it in one album. I tried to sort of cover the NASA stuff in one album and make a bit of a joke about it. But I could make 2, 3, 4 albums, and you could probably do the same. There's no end to this, because I've been into Flat Earth for since 2016, and I'm still learning. So, and I still want to make more music. I want to bring Flat Earth Man back and do some more stuff, because I could sing about so much stuff. I want to do one about the firmament. I want to do one about the North Pole, and you could just, it's never ending, isn't it? It's never ending. So I think we'll never be bored.
It's never ending. And I think too, like with Lindsay, even her background, I mean, I'm diving right now into the whole Tartaria and how we've been lied to in our history. And just this thing it's the rabbit hole that never ends, So I totally agree that you could just keep sharing truth. And what I like about this format is the ability to rebut anything. So if we get encountered with any kind of opposition, well, we could cover it in a future episode. And that's really what I want to create, is this platform where it can be a way for us to be able to continue telling our side of the story. We'll see. I don't know if they're going to censor us or what, but my hope is that we can keep continuing to share the truth.
So, Shelley, oh, sorry.
No, please go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say, I don't want to give any spoilers from the first episode of Flatlanders. I really loved it. I rented it. 99 cents well spent.
Thank you.
It was wonderful. And but the record that you guys have achieved, really, really, really cool. And I like that idea of keeping the continuous episodic nature of it, and that way you can respond to critics or whatnot and just keep it moving forward in manageable, digestible, and very, very professional segments. And yeah, it's just great.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And I just want to give a huge accolades out to Sydney Silver. She passed away this year, and that was really hard, just kind of watching it again, seeing what a contribution she made to the Flat Earth community. And she's so smart. I mean, she actually was kind of the brains behind the whole Nat Geo thing. And they really gave her not a fair shake. They basically, Nat Geo took this story that Sydney had about, measuring the curvature using the flags, and they made it look like, oh, see, we see curvature because the flags are starting to go down under the water. But what the other side of the story is that you can see the shoreline behind the boat. And so I just really wanted to be able to tell her story in a compelling way too. And there's a lot more to come about Sydney and a little bit of her background and just getting to know her, because she was kind of very brilliant, and she was willing to put herself out there. But I feel like, this just kind of developed on its own. So telling her story is really critical to the Flat Earth, observations and things, because she really did contribute a lot to that observation.
Yes, and so sorry for your loss, and just for the loss of a good friend and a great flat earther. So it's for her.
Yeah,
that's great.
Definitely. And then same with Rob Skiba. We were able to get the last interview with him when we went out to take on the world in Ohio, and that was really hard too. And I just want to be able to share our stories about how we came to Flat Earth, but more importantly, the people behind Flat Earth. There's a lot of really great people that it's just been a tough year. We lost a lot of good people.
That's true, Shelley.
Yeah.
I also can say your film is very good, and I thank you that you. Oh, I have an echo. I thank you that you sent me the link and that I can watch it. I loved it, Shelley.
Thank you so much, Dea. I appreciate that.
Yeah, very nice that you're joining us. Lindsay?
Oh, yes. No, I've got nothing.
Yes. No.
No, but what you're saying, Shelley, about the individuals and their stories behind it. I was over at my my mother's house for Easter yesterday, or as I like to call it, family gatherings is like, let's all take turns taking shots at me.
Wow.
Just, yeah, it's interesting. But my brother's really trying to characterize all people in this community in one little box. And I say, man, you don't even know what you don't know. And
Mm.
the individual experiences and backgrounds. Why don't you tell a little bit about your background and how you came into this? I think people
Yeah.
would like to hear if they don't know your story.
Oh yeah. So I came in kicking and screaming, and I can completely relate to you, Lindsay, with feeling like you're the total one inside, outside the box, and everybody else thinks that they can categorize us. But my journey started when I was about 12 years old. I went to space camp, and I met Ellen B. Shepard, and I wanted to be an astronaut. I knew from that day on that's exactly what I wanted to do. So I spent the next, 6 years of my life as a little girl trying to follow in the footsteps of Buzz Aldrin. And so I wanted to go to West Point, and I ended up getting accepted there. And I wanted to be the first woman to walk the moon. And I honestly had no clue, what I was in for, to be honest. I was medically discharged right after graduation. I received a diagnosis of lupus. And that was really what started me down this questioning thing, because I kept running from doctor to doctor and no one could really help me. And they just kept saying, oh, take more and more of this. And every single drug that I took had a side effect. And I was desperate. And at age 27, I literally just fell flat on my face and just was out of answers. And so I prayed and asked for the Lord to show me how to get better. And people started showing up in my life. And it was through, that major obstacle that I started questioning things, because I did get better. And then once 9/11 hit, so I started questioning the medical system early on, because I knew that they didn't have answers. And then when 9/11 hit, it was like, oh my God, this is insane. How we could all fall for something when we know that the government completely lies to us, but everybody bought this whole, two towers hit by steel buildings, hit by planes that, demolished it, and, the speed, record free fall speed. And so that was a huge awakening. And then actually my husband at the time in 2010, he rented this video called The Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon. And he started telling me about it. And I was absolutely like, you're nuts. There's no freaking way that this is true. So please just quit talking about the fake moon landings, because I'm not going to believe you. And then 2010, he actually passed away. And so I never really continued to go even think about, the moon landings. And then it was Rob Skiba who actually started talking about this flat earth stuff. And I was friends with him. I loved his work. I thought he was brilliant on the Giants. And so I was really just dumbfounded, because here he was this brilliant man who was a helicopter pilot, was in the military. And I had that connection of, understanding like the way they train your mind, And so I thought he was crazy. And I went out to prove him wrong. And then as I started, doing some deep dives, I was like, oh my God, you have so many points, that's a good point. That's a good point. But so that was my journey to flat earth. And then I just never looked back. And I realized that we completely live in a world based on deception, and everything that they tell you is inverted. It's probably the opposite, even though they can commingle truth, So that was my journey. And when I saw Behind the Curve, and I saw what that guy Logan Paul did, I was just pissed. I was absolutely just pissed. And I thought, this is not right, because they're completely painting us in a box. And they're saying that this is how flat earthers are, and that we proved ourselves completely wrong. And that I was just done. And I thought, there's no way we're going to let them get away with this. And so it started as a rebut to Behind the Curve. And then it was like, well, there's no way we can do this. We've got to tell our story. And I was just able to get some really amazing testimony and evidence from the community. And so I thought this would be a way to kind of share that truth. So.
Wow. That's a beautiful story. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
It's amazing how much censorship that we're up against when you've got people like Logan Paul and he's got all his Disney backers and financial, all the and the behind the curve as well. You know that was pretty well funded deception as well. So that's what we're up against, and let alone all the globe propaganda that's out there. And now they've spent billions and billions and billions deceiving us, and here we are, a bunch of people that are just waking up to this, and none of us are really wealthy. So we were all putting our own money into it. So these people that pop up and say, you're in this for the money, you're in this for, you're kidding. You are kidding me, right? It's
right.
a joke. So yeah, we've got a hell of a mountain to climb. But at the moment, flat earthers are crushing it. I mean, the amount of content that's coming out now is just amazing. I think the more and more people obviously wake up, the more and more people get inspired to make content, and it creates this creative burst in people. I think you'll find that flat earthers are predominantly creative people anyway. So when they wake up to this, they're like, how can I do something, what I'm good at? For me, music, for you, obviously filmmaking, other people, books, and other people, true snacks, have you seen those things? Everybody's putting their own creative spin onto this. So we're like a flat army at the moment, and I'm loving it. I can't wait to see what the next year or two brings.
It's definitely it's the year of flat earth, they said in the next level trailer.
That's right.
Yeah, I can't wait to see. When is that out? Do you know when the release
Friday the 22nd, Flat Earth Day.
Nice. I'm really looking forward to that. So
it.
that's another example of somebody just killing it, just bringing out a really good document. I know he's really good, Hibbler, at production, so that's going to be fire when that comes out. So
absolutely, I love his work. I think he's doing a really great job. He has put so much heart into his work, and you can tell that he's very talented, and he thinks his things through, and I love that. And so his trailers are amazing. I don't know who he gets to do his voiceovers, but I love it. It's really good.
Yeah, Friday. Great.
The cool British sounding female voice, I think that's Victoria Rachel, isn't it? His girlfriend.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she's got a beautiful voice.
She make cool shorts, Lindsay.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, and right now I'm at Flat Earth Pizza in Nevada. I'm wearing the hat. Yeah, and Ryan cool. Walker, I met him. It's kind of weird. I met him in 2019. He had reached out to me on Facebook, and he said, "Hey, why don't you show your first premiere at Flat Earth Pizza?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I was happened to be out on the Salt Flats, and a friend of mine lived in Reno, and she was like, "Excuse me." She was like, "Why don't you go meet me at Flat Earth Pizza?" And so I'm like, "Oh, definitely. Let's go." So we met and walked through the door, and I met Ryan, and I was like, "Oh my God." And as I was talking to him, I wanted to know, like, tell me about Flat Earth Pizza. Tell me about your story. And as I'm talking to him, I'm like, I freaking know you. I didn't know him I didn't really know him at Facebook, but we grew up together. And it turns out that he and my husband played soccer, and wow. I dated one of his really good friends, and we went to church together, and we sang in choir tour. And so when I was just like, how is this even freaking possible? That I would meet him here. And so we've been working on Flat Earth Pizza since COVID hit, which is, we all know, it's a bunch of crap. But and they were completely harassing him about, you got to wear a mask, you got to you got to do all this stuff, and we never wore a mask. We basically didn't make anybody wear a mask. And
very good.
Yeah, and now he's opening another Flat Earth Pizza down in Southern California, and it's just growing, and it's such a great platform for people to hear about truth, and they come in and they have amazing food. And he went to New York and studied with people out in Staten Island how to make really good pizza. But it's amazing, the people that come here and they want to know more, and so I love all the platforms like music and the documentaries and interviews like you guys are doing, and then people opening a venue where you can have all these amazing pictures on the wall. I'll show you, like, there's just a lot of cool things that you can talk to people about over here. He's got, I don't know if you can't really see it, but he's got Admiral Byrd. Yeah. So it's really neat to have.
But there is no ice in the middle, Shelley.
Of the map by the Arctic Circle, no ice. Well,
I know you have the World War II map behind you.
Oh yeah, it's a World War II map, but there's no ice. No, there's no ice. I totally agree with you. Yeah, and his dad actually painted this one. His dad is not a flat earther, but yeah. So we've been lied to about the map. We just want to find out what it really is. And I think there's a lot of people who are onto it. If you look at NASA pictures of the Arctic Circle, which, the pictures that they give us are fake. But why is there like this dark hole around it? What are they hiding there? I really want to go to the North Pole and see what the heck is there.
Yeah, that's definitely on my bucket list. When I get to a point where I'm like, I don't know, when I'm reaching the end of my experience here, because you've got to be brave to do that. Isn't there a guy that's traveling to the North Pole? I think he's got a channel. His name's, what's his bloody name? Something Z. What's his name? But I think there's a guy that's actually going to do it. So it'd be interesting to see if he comes back with any. If he comes back for a start.
If he comes back, exactly.
It'll be interesting if he comes back with any. He's said that he wants to come back with full SD cards. And can you imagine what will be on them SD cards? Can you imagine what he would find? I mean, there's allegories and there's stories and there's myth and legend, isn't there? Like the Smoky God, and you look at all the maps with the 4 continents, and you're just like, what an enigma that place is. And even reminiscent about some of Martin Kenny's work, where he says like it has to be the Garden of Eden. It's even some of the countries around it, like Sweden. If you look at the etymology of the word Sweden, it means southwest of Eden, right? Sweden, right? And then you countries like Denmark are very close as well, because it's the mark of the Denmark, Eden. So I'm convinced that all of civilization started in the center and worked its way out. And I think as you get closer and closer to the center, you're getting closer and closer to higher consciousness. Maybe there's a higher energy there. I don't know, but man, I would love to go there one day just to see. I mean, those northern lights, they got to mean something. It's like enticing you in. It's like come here. This is, it's like compass, right? What does a compass mean? A compass.
Oh, wow.
Right? So it's a huge enigma to me. Like in Spanish, like pasar means come in, pasar, come pass, right? So come pass just means there's just something there. I would love to see it one day. I think it might be the escape of the Matrix or something like that. I don't know, but I love to.
I think so too.
Stuff. I love to think.
So
I love just to open my mind to what could be there. This magical world that could be there.
Yeah. Would you like to say hello, Rolly?
Hello.
Hi, Rolly. Hi, brother.
You want to give some you want to give some flat thumbs? Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, Santos has the message from the StreamYard link. I told him now, jump in.
Show me your pickups.
Awesome.
Oh,
yes,
Rolly, what's up?
I'm totally
brother?
in agreement with you.
He said hi,
Alex.
Shelley.
Hi,
Hi.
Shelley. Very cool.
Hi.
Yeah, pickups.
Oh.
You got what? Hiccups? Yes, I know where everybody wants to go to Antarctica, where they're trying to just say, oh, we'll go to Antarctica, we'll go there. And I think Antarctica is actually an island. There's part of it that's an island, just like the North American continent. So like you have Hawaii and different continents, or not continents, different islands off of, America. And so Antarctica, no matter what they say, oh, we'll take you to Antarctica and you can see for real that, it's a globe. But I think there's so much land like they are hiding. And I would love to go, but my real bucket list is the North Pole too, because I agree with you. I didn't know that about Sweden. That's mind blowing. But I do think, Mount Meru and Eden and those 4 little rivers that go forth from that, it's like, what are they hiding there? And why is there a big hole there on pictures that they supposedly say they took from satellite, which we know is all bunk. But what are they hiding?
It's spring water. Sorry, I think it's spring water. What's coming out?
Spring water?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the purest of the pure, probably, isn't it? God.
Yeah.
I honestly think the further you get away from the North Pole, when you get to Antarctica, I think it's like a lower energy. I think that's why you always find the elites are always they're always going to Antarctica, aren't they? The elites, the royals, and the presidents, and so I just think it's more as the further you get away from that creation center, the more lower energy it gets. The more I think it's evil outside. This is just my.
No offense to the Australian friends of ours who really love. Not you.
No. Look, listen, Australia doesn't exist. We know this. No, I do. I wonder I wonder if someone could do some statistics on what the crime rate is like on the, towards the outer ring. Maybe. I don't know. I just think there's a reason why the elites are going further out. And if Martin Kenny's work is correct, like you've got the sun and the moon, that you've got Mercury and Venus and all these other wandering stars that are the sun and the moons of the outer realms. I just wonder what's going on there. They're both an enigma to me. If someone said, where would you rather go, north or south? It's going to be, for me, north. But I'm still really want to know what's there. What's there?
Yes.
You know, it's definitely more land. It's
other than penguins.
Yeah.
Going into the North Pole, yeah, the smoky god, the story of Olaf Janssen and all these benevolent giants having an advanced society inside the earth or something, all that vortexing energy. It's wild to think about.
Right.
Oh, we lost Manny. Oh, we're gonna have a little. So what is it like at Flat Earth Pizza? Like, do globe heads? Oh, okay. Do globe people of the globe persuasion come in just to have a good slice of pizza? Do they come in and troll you guys? Like,
oh, definitely. There is that aspect. But Ryan's he's pretty low key. He kind of lets his product speak for itself. We will get phone calls like, do you really believe the earth is flat? You know, why do you name it Flat Earth Pizza? And I think his story is that he really wanted to have a venue. He came from the corporate world and the corruption of all of that. And he wanted to have a venue where he could start a conversation and just have people come in, enjoy the pizza. Not that they're ever going to like convert, but to start the conversation, start planting seeds. And we don't really get a lot of like, vitriol like we do when we are out flat smacking or whatever. But we do get a lot of inquiries. And at the end of the day, these people leave knowing a little bit more, even if we haven't changed their mind.
And people are nice face to face as well, haven't you? On the internet, everybody can hide behind a screen and their keyboard, can't they? But when you're face to face with people and you're just being polite and you're coming from a good place with good intent, with good energy, you don't get that nastiness that we've all experienced online. It's a different world when you're face to face.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a really good point. People do genuinely, when they see your intention and your body language and that you really just want to share something that everybody thinks is crazy, but you have a point. And so I do love that about this place, and that it's a venue where people can meet and gather consistently. Not just a one event a year, but a place where people can say, hey, I want to know more about the flat earth. And we actually have converted some people to being like, and then there's these flat earthers that come in and they're from the closet, and they're like, hey, I love the name. I love that. That's amazing. I'm like, wait, are you a flat earther? And they're like, yes, of course we are. And then I found that there's a group of 4 people that came in here and they were family flat earthers. And it was like so amazing to hear their story about how, they don't really go out and advertise. They know it's true. And so I think that's a lot of people. Like you said, this is the year of flat earth. There are a lot of people who are flat earthers who just haven't been, their platform hasn't been something that they want to just go out and share it with, Do
you think we're going to see like a mass awakening in our lifetimes? Do you think?
Yes, Alex, I do. I think that people are waking up and the elite know this. And that's why they're throwing these COVID things at us, all this stuff to try to shut us up, keep us 6 feet apart, mask us. I mean, it's all this symbolism of how they're trying to suppress the truth, no matter what. And so they throw out this narrative of COVID, and that you have to stand 6 feet apart, and you can't get close to people, and you can't talk to people. It's very wicked.
You heard it here first, people. The flat earthers are responsible for COVID.
Stop saying the C word, guys.
True. We did that.
Sorry.
Alex, better you say Rona.
Rona. Okay, sorry about that.
Or shit Rona. You can call it shit Rona.
Sharona.
Or Baloney 19.
Shit-demic.
My shit Rona.
My shit Rona.
Yeah.
But it's not new for me when I get this track, Alex.
Sorry. That's not good.
No.
Nobody's real. Take your vaccine. Safe, health. What would they call it? Safe and effective. Now
you said the V word. There's no winning here, guys. Speaking of which, the future of YouTube. What is going on? People are They are just pulling out all the stops. They are shitting on everyone, strikes left and right for speaking the truth. Even things from a year ago, it's like YouTube has nothing better to do than to comb through the catalog of all the truthers' videos and all these strikes for medical false information.
It's a lot more difficult when you're doing live streams like this to dodge the censorship algorithms. But if you're doing music, I'm kind of lucky in a way. If you're using sarcasm and comedy, I'll use Awaken with JP channel. That's a good example. He's got like 500,000 subs. And he's getting the truth out there, but he's being funny with it. He's being sarcastic. And when you use sarcasm, you're saying all the things that the algorithms want to hear. Of course, take your vaccines. They're safe and effective.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, because you're using sarcasm, it slips right by the algorithms. Like my last song, Big Pharma, for instance, that was very carefully written because I wanted to dodge the algorithm. So I sang it from Big Pharma's perspective, step right up, come get your juice, And so that's why it still remains on YouTube. I mean, it was demonetized because of the visuals were quite disturbing. So I understand that. But I think if you're using comedy, sarcasm, humor, satire, that kind of thing, you can get away with it. And I can plan what I'm going to say before I put it into a song. With a stream like this, we're just sort of, freestyling and things slip out, as you've seen. So it's a lot more difficult to dodge the algorithms when you're doing something live like this. But I think the way to dodge the algorithms is to be sarcastic.
But they also give me a strike of Big Pharma because I loaded it up with my microscope video, Alex.
Oh, wow.
I told you this, brother.
Yeah.
Because I make a microscope video from the salt water you have in the PCR test. And you know this
yes,
video,
I remember.
brother?
I remember now.
Yeah.
And
on my Truth Seeker 2 channel, the video is still online, but on my Truth Seeker channel, they kicked me.
Wow.
Was that for copyright because you took Alex's song or medical false information?
No, medical false information.
Damn.
Well, my song "I Told You So" was taken down from YouTube because I mentioned the C word and said it was a hoax. And so I had to mute.
You think Rona was a hoax?
Yeah. Well, I had to mute that line and then re-upload it. And when I re-uploaded it with that particular line muted, they accepted it. I know for sure it was that line, but that gave me a strike.
I know.
Wow.
Well, so I'll have to be. I'm sure now it's like a competition for me now. Like, how can I outsmart the algorithms? I'll just say everything I want that they want me to say, but I will just say it comedically and obviously visually. I can show the people what I really mean, little wink and a nudge kind of thing. So because I want to stay on YouTube because that's where the people are that I really want to reach, because if I go to Rockfin, I'm kind of preaching to the choir. Everybody on Rockfin knows this stuff anyway, and BitChute and all these other, you go to a normie and you say, what's Rockfin? They wouldn't have a clue, or BitChute or Odyssey. They don't know those platforms. So I really want to stay on YouTube because they're the people that need me the most, as arrogant as that sounds,
Right.
No.
Right.
It's the people who have a shot of stumbling upon you on accident.
That's where all the normies hang out. That's where they hang out. And I get criticism as well for selling my CDs on Amazon. You shouldn't be using Amazon. It's, it goes against what you stand for, and they're a big beast corporation. I know, but if all the truthers in the world stop using Amazon, they would still be there, and they're not going away. And I see my album a Trojan horse in the beast system because normies do stumble upon my music and they find it there. So having my music on this platform, this truther platform, no one's going to find the normies are not going to find it there. So I kind of see myself as a glitch in the matrix there. So that's why I still use YouTube and that's why I still use Amazon. I'm just trying to, do it smart so I still remain there. But I have had my fair share of censorship. It's like a game for me.
Yeah.
That's
I think the
where we
future
are
of YouTube is.
Go on.
I think that's a really good point. The future of YouTube is that they're not going away. They just want to make us go away. And so if we can just have those little windows and glimpses and pointers to like your other channel or whatever. I like what Karen B is doing. She makes an announcement on YouTube and says, hey, for more information, head over to Rockfin or other platforms that aren't censoring. But ultimately, look, if we were just stupid and we were just going to go away, because we're so dumb, then they shouldn't worry about us. The reason that truth isn't, it's dangerous. They call it dangerous and all this stuff because because we are making headway. We are making waves that the truth can't be stopped. And so they want to try to prevent it all through the censorship and, you know, giving you copyright strikes. And they're desperate, you know, to try to like hurt everybody who's actually making a wave. So I am thankful for the other platforms out there. Like, what's that one that's like Telegram or whatever?
Yeah, Telegram.
But ultimately, I think it's just a matter of time before they really start doing more and more censorship. I mean, we have a little window, and ultimately people are going to have their own platforms, like start their own YouTube stuff and have their own server, because they'll just take it down. Even I heard about that one guy from Rumble or something that he was taken down, that his content, I don't remember exactly, but they shut down his servers. The people who hosted his servers, like, they shut him down. So I don't know where this future is going to happen, but I think we're short-lived as far as being able to have platforms. Ultimately, it's going to be the one-on-one and getting the
We're
truth
going to have
out.
to learn how to host our own websites and have our own servers, which none of us really know how to do.
Right.
I'm even suspicious about Telegram, because I don't know if you saw the meme going around, or that the founder of Telegram is a guy by the name of Durov or something like that, and he's a member of the World Economic Forum. So the founder of Telegram is one of them, right? So that got me thinking, well, what better way to monitor the resistance than to put up a free platform like Telegram, which works brilliantly, and it's all free. And when something's free, you're usually the product, right? So I'm suspicious of Telegram, because what a wonderful platform that is for them to see what all the truthers are talking about. So I lost my train of thought there, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think we all have to learn how to do our own web stuff and be able to have a platform to host our own stuff. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely.
Yeah, but what happens if we're using a server, service, and, you know, they're all of a sudden they're told to shut us down because you know, they've been told that we're like right-wing extremists or whatever. You know, it's just so we really got to start taking our power back and hosting our own platforms and stuff like that. So yeah,
Alex.
Yeah.
You made me the wet version.
Oh yeah. That's the what's that one? The Chicago Mirage one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Dave's bought every one of my T-shirts pretty much.
You know, I'm money, bro.
Yeah, well, it's
yeah.
You have many. You have many.
I have
personas.
all your T-shirts. I was searching for the flat one you are wearing now.
I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to sell this one anymore. This is copyright. Obviously, it's a take on the Fila logo, so they banned that straight away.
Wow.
Yeah, from
It's
the
an
car.
old school one, but I like it anyway.
Yeah, I love it. You know.
So, Manny, would you like to show the folks?
I wanna show Alex new song for Martin.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Alex, can you share the screen?
Are you set up for that, Alex?
I can be. I'm a bit of a newbie on these streams. I don't do many of them, but and it will show. Right, share screen. There you go. Select window or screen. StreamYard, entire screen. Is that right?
Yeah. And you also have to bring in the sound.
Did I do that? Maybe I did. We'll see. Can you hear this? Can you hear and see this?
We can see
it. Experience.
We see it,
off.
Alex.
You can see,
yeah? Yeah. Sure.
I'm assuming this video you wanted me to share this one.
Yeah, I love it.
See, the
Martin,
my internet is terrible when I'm streaming. Yeah, look.
No sound yet?
I spelled that wrong.
Yeah.
No sound. What about now? Hold
Manny
on.
thought you spelled it wrong on purpose to get back at him for calling you conspiracy mystic guru.
Yeah, conspiracy mystic guru. Alex, please start sharing the screen again. We don't hear anything.
Yeah. There's nothing now. How about? Hold on.
No. When you click.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
no. It works. Yeah.
Now you got it. Okay.
I moved.
Well, let's set this up.
I moved our microphones, and we go to the full screen.
So this was so Martin, I'm gonna have to fix that typo. Sorry, Martin, I didn't realise it was that way around.
And there's a T in there somewhere too.
Yeah, and I
Oh, is
said to
there?
I said
He's
to
gonna be
Lindsay,
really pissed. He's gonna be pissed.
Nah.
I said to Lindsay 100% because he always said conspiracy guru music.
Oh no, he said conspiracy mystic guru all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's the one I hate. I hate that one.
That's just Martinese. That's just
Martin, yeah.
That's the way he
Yeah.
rolls. He makes his own words
It makes me mystic. It makes me sound like I'm some
Yeah,
yogi sitting on the foothills of the Himalaya.
you are the mystic guru.
Mystic guru. So anyway, he contacted me because he's just done a conference in Birmingham, and he said, "Can you do a song for us?" And when someone says that to me, I'm like, "Oh no," because in Martin's mind, or anybody that asks me to do music, they think it's just easy. I just sit in front of a camera and play the song and just record it. But I don't want to do that. I want to put something a little bit creative together. I want to sort of go the extra mile, really, right? Because I know it's going to be shown in front of 200-300 people, and it's not very interesting. Me with an acoustic guitar and a microphone, you want to have multiple camera angles and interesting stuff going on for those few minutes. So when he said, "Can you do a flat Earth, mate?" Well, thanks. It's just I don't do anything sort of by halves, really, if you know what I mean. I just I want to put a creative spin on it. So it kept me awake for weeks. Like, what am I going to do? Am I going to do this? So anyway, I eventually came up with the idea of, because I don't have a bunch of competent musicians around me. It's just me. I've really struggled to work with other musicians, and it's really difficult to find competent musicians. So I thought, well, why not just have a video where there's 5 of me on bass, me on harmonica, me on percussion, me on piano, and me on vocal, doing all the harmonies and everything. So I thought, if I could put that together visually and just sing one of my old songs, that should go down quite well. So
I listened to the song 10 times or more.
Manny, I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised. But the conference was in Birmingham in the UK. So I know Birmingham. I know a bit about Birmingham. And I made a couple of jokes about the Birmingham. Well, you'll see anyway. Let's hope I didn't piss them off too much. But so this is what I did for Martin at the conference. This was aired on Saturday, I think it was. So let me know if you want me to turn it up or anything.
Yeah.
Oh, Flat Earth Man in the house. And we got the whole gang.
Sound is good.
We got Flat Earth Man over here on harmonica. And we also got Flat Earth Man over here on the bass guitar. Going on. And Flat Earth Man over here on the piano. And Flat Earth Man over here with some bongos and things. It's a real honor and a privilege to be over there with you in Birmingham, Alabama.
Can you switch to 700
Birmingham, Alabama.
to better quality?
Say again, Manny. Sorry, dude. What?
Sorry, brother. It's not full HD. It's not high definition.
Yeah, I know. It's on 7. Well, I can put it on full, but I'm not sure if that's
okay.
Gonna...
Yeah, try it.
I'll try it, but I think it just needs a bit of time to come through. But anyway, we're.
I love that Birmingham joke.
You can.
At least someone got it.
Yeah, it's good.
You're in Birmingham, Alabama. It's there's a Birmingham in the UK. Really? What's it like? That's Birmingham in the UK. Oh my God, those poor people. Well, I'm sure they all got those real pretty accents, and they all talk real nice and thick.
They don't talk nice at all.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right. About the time I learned about gravity. Listen up. Cause you shouldn't believe it. Oh no. Listen up. I remember when I learned in school about gravity. It was so cool. I had a teacher that knew it all. She taught me how water could stick to a ball, how buildings stick to the underside of a ball that spins like a carousel ride. Man, it all sounded crazy to me, but I love learning about gravity. I couldn't wait to tell my dad about the amazing day that I had. He picked me up, I was bursting with pride. He opened up the door and I jumped inside. He smiled at me and said, "How was your day?" I said, "Dad, I was blown away, because I learned about this magical thing, but it's kind of got my head to spin. I learned about this Newton guy. When an apple fell on his head, he surmised that there must be a force that's pulling it down, and everything's being sucked to the ground. A force that sticks us all to this ball. The people, the buildings, the oceans, and all. So it's written in history. Newton had discovered gravity. He just looked at me and said, "Don't believe in gravity. Don't believe in fantasy. Don't believe, cause the theory's all it is. It's never been proven, but they teach it to the kids. Yes, they do." Well, my dad felt a little bit sad for me when I mentioned that word gravity. He said, "Have a little independent thought. A question what you've just been taught. I mean, how the hell could a ball that spins make a force so strong that sucks everything in? Yet birds and insects fly unaffected. Gravity must be so selective. Think about it logically, cause that don't make no sense to me. You gotta question all those preachers preach, question all those teachers teach. You see, gravity is just a bunch of bull. That Newton guy's just a lying fool. These guys like Newton shouldn't be trusted. Their Freemasonic lies have been busted. In fact, my boy, it's density, and that's why things fall down, you see. An object always falls to the ground if it's heavier than the air that surrounds. If it's lighter than air, then it'll rise. It'll keep on floating up to the skies. That's what's known as buoyancy, and that makes more sense than gravity. So let me hear you sing it one more time, people. Don't believe in gravity. Don't believe in fantasy. Don't believe how the thing is. It's never been proven, but they teach it to the kids. Yes, they do.
Fire.
What my dad said to me? He said, "I'm sorry, son, for bursting your bubble, but that kind of thinking can get you in trouble. These theories they try to put in your head, it's all just pseudoscience," he said. "They'll have you believing in all kinds of crap. That gravity nonsense belongs in the trash. Believe me when I say to you, there ain't no gravity, and that's the truth." Well, my daddy made me think that day. He made me think in a different way. I did some thinking for myself, and I put that theory back on the shelf. That gravity crap is indoctrination, not truthful, trusted information. People need to wake up and see that there ain't no such thing as gravity. So let me hear you sing it one more time, boys. Don't believe in gravity. Don't believe in fantasy. No. Don't believe how theory's all it is. It's never been proven, but they teach it to the kids. One more time. Don't believe in gravity. Don't believe in fantasy. Don't believe how the theory's all it is. It's never been proven, but they teach it to the kids. Beautiful! Thank you so much, people. Flat thumbs, Martin.
That was great. That was awesome.
Those guys are a nightmare to work with, I can tell you. They really are.
Bunch of yahoos there. Jeez.
Oh,
I love
trailer
it,
trash.
Yeah, I think they prefer the term "sons of the soil." Okay.
Sons of the Soil, I like it. So yeah, that's basically what I did for Martin. Obviously, I took the piss a little bit out of the Birmingham accent, because if you've ever heard it, it's quite incredible, and the weather there's pretty bad. And
Can you do the accent, Alex? The Birmingham accent?
yeah, you can. It's kind of like that, actually. They talk up and look like it's kind of like that. If in Birmingham and the Solihull, it's kind of like that. They don't sound very smart, because they went to see the football match the other day. It was great. It was bloody great. That's a pretty good Birmingham accent, actually. That's not bad.
All right.
Sounds
yeah,
like
that's what
Hollandish.
Like in Holland, yeah,
great.
maybe.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh,
That
very
slaps.
nice.
That was great.
Thank you very much. In other news, just quickly, because this has just come through hot off the press,
Yeah, share the screen.
David Weiss has just sent this to me like 10 minutes ago. Share screen, because he's just ordered a couple of copies of my book. Share, stream your entire screen. That's it. Oh, I've got to get used to doing this. Allow.
Take your time, brother.
Can you see?
All right.
Yeah. So they've just turned up. This was literally just went on Amazon a couple of days ago, Manny, as you know. And he ordered them, and today they arrived, which is pretty damn quick, really.
Those are amazing.
He's just sent me that photograph of it, and I think it looks really great, nice and glossy.
Oh my gosh!
Wait to go and get my own copy so I can really thumb through it and see the quality. But from what I'm looking at there, I'm really pleased with that. So that's exciting news. But so that's
yay! I'm gonna get one for the kids.
I've just got another 9 books. Another 9 more books to do. Hopefully, I should have 10 books out by Christmas.
This would be so good for curriculum.
Never give up, Alex.
No, keep going, man. It's what I do now. You know, it's
I know.
That would be amazing if you could come up with a curriculum, some kind of flat Earth curriculum for like homeschool moms and things, because we don't want to teach our kids, the traditional crap. We want a place to be able, and that's such a good venue to be able to show kids pictures and stuff. It's beautiful.
Yeah, conscious. I've always said there's not enough conscious music out there, and the same with conscious books, and particularly conscious books for children. I mean, the elite are always targeting the kids, aren't they? They love to do their satellite or ISS link ups to school children and all that. They love focusing on the children to mold their minds.
They get the kids from all angles, and then with the fantasy crap about talking dinosaurs, being your friends, and dinosaur kisses, and all this tripe, all this.
Yeah, so we need to counteract that. So we need to make a book called "Dinosaurs Are Bullshit." Right? That's the adult. That's the adult
title.
It's a working title. Yeah. But what I mean, we have to counteract it. We've got to fight fire with fire. So yeah, I think we need more conscious books, and we need more conscious music. We need more conscious everything out there, don't we? Really. So I think a book. I mean, I never thought of putting my Flat Earth Man stuff into a book. Never occurred to me until David Weiss says, "Why don't you put it into a book?" And I'm like, "Oh, dang!" Now I have to admit, David Weiss had a good idea, which I hate.
What about Alex? What about an album that's specifically targeted for kids? Because kids relate to you naturally because of your energy and your honesty and stuff. But it's also sort of a higher level for older kids. But like,
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, so really, sort of going for the what's the word, like, because I think there's a certain age group of children that like my music, sort of 6, 8 upwards, that sort of stuff. But you're thinking more kindergarten sort of book.
Yeah, because that's when they start in with the globe BS, is like in preschool, basically.
That'll have to be a job for someone else. I'm a bit busy at the moment.
At the moment, sure, but
maybe that's a job for you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, when someone said to me, like, do a book, I'm like, how the hell would you even start? I wouldn't know where to start. So we called on the community, and some guy, Lao Sing, helped us. Bless him. Shout out to Lao Sing. So he helped me sort of design it all. But now going through the process with him, it's actually pretty easy. Particularly when you're doing children's book, you just think of story and put it. you know, and if you're any good at Photoshop, or you can go on Fiverr and get illustrators to do it for you. And the actual uploading process, you create a PDF, you upload it to KDP, which is the Amazon Kindle service, and it was actually really straightforward process. And I should be able to knock out a book every 2 weeks, given, you know, now I know how to do it. It's actually quite straightforward. So I would encourage anyone to do it, because it's not that hard, really. If you can write a story, you can write a book easy.
Oh, we've got a good comment here from Vigo. He says we need to stop calling them elites. We should call them parasites instead. 100% Vigo.
True story.
Right. Yep. That's a good point.
I found this today on Facebook. Look, Alex.
Yeah.
Can you see
No.
the Freemasonry hand?
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Oh.
No, he's doing the Star Trek hand. He's doing live long and prosper.
Oh, Nanu,
Yeah,
Nanu.
But
No,
it's
no.
Freemasonry.
More community. Nice. No.
Is that,
No,
is that theirs too?
someone's going to take that out of context now, aren't they? Someone's going to take me doing that, take it out of context, and write a video. Shill. Look at that.
and very glitchy, Alex. Very glitchy.
Keep my hands behind my back. I need a straight jacket for when I'm doing stuff like this.
So the best way is flat thumbs, brother.
Yeah, I like that. Flat thumbs is good.
Yeah.
So, oh wait, I can't wink anymore either.
No, you
I love winking.
can't cover one eye.
Lindsay, are you crying now?
There's no winning. No. So what are they saying with that article, Manny? That it's just a hologram projection up into space, but
Oh, wait. I will bring it
up into
in.
fake ass space.
So, a doctor goes to the international swimming station. Yeah.
Swimming bubbles in space.
Yeah. Look how glitchy.
That guy
this
looks
is.
like Bill Gates a little bit.
Yeah. I also think so, Lindsay. You can read it better than me.
Okay, October 2021, NASA holoported flight surgeon Dr. Joseph Schmidt into space while his physical body remains safely planted on planet Earth. The sci-fi sounding tech, which is an amalgamation of the words hologram and teleportation, saw Schmidt joined by Fernando de la Peña Yaca, the CEO of Alexa Aerospace, which is an organization that helped develop holoportation equipment. Our human entity is able to travel off the planet.
I
Nice.
I feel sick just even listening to it.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, Alex.
Nice
And
CGI shot
No,
here.
satellites or satellites.
Pardon me.
But
Yeah.
this is crazy. He is
Wow.
crazy. I only can laugh.
So that's supposedly how it looks to their eye, because it looks like he's in front of the world's shittiest green screen to me on Earth.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a better green screen than.
Yes, I do.
And yours is pretty shitty.
Hey, now. I don't
It's
care. It's got the
very
melt
funny.
behind me. The melt.
Yeah, they've got to throw up their little hand signs, haven't they? They've got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, Alex.
Oh, also in the news this week, this is the first time in 30. So apparently, Easter, Ramadan, and Passover all occurred on the same day,
Wow.
and that supposedly only happens once every 33 years. And I was like,
Oh. I hate that.
33
They throw that
years?
out there every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, Freemasonry.
Right.
What the
When's the next episode? You've probably heard that question a million times, but
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
the answer.
Yeah. So hopefully in the next few weeks, we're going to have the second episode out. And, the reason for the delay on the first episode was just we had so many people pass away. And we really wanted to make sure that it's crazy. Rob Skiba and Sydney Silver. And then it's just been a real bummer, because we wanted to keep developing their stories and continuing to do more observations and things. So hopefully, to answer that in a shorter answer, is hopefully the next 4 weeks. That's the goal. So I'm not getting much sleep these days, that's for sure. And I'm sure you can relate. It's just a labor of love and just making sure we do it justice.
Yes.
So.
Maybe you can bring
Will
in
it be
the sorry, Shelley. Maybe you can bring
no?
in the Martin version from Don't Believe in Gravity.
Oh my gosh, that song is beautiful. I love all of your music. I'm losing my voice. I love all of it. Especially love the
Yeah, but what's your favorite song from Alex?
well, I Told You So. I mean, that one is just so freaking amazing. It has just that rock and roll vibe and the blues. I love it but everything I love. I mean, of course, We Never Went to the Moon. That's another favorite. Don't Believe in Gravity. I mean, there's just all of them. They're so catchy. My kids sing it, It's just like you talked about. It has that stickability. And and I love how you can tell a story through music and it sticks. It's a beautiful place to be able to tell the truth, So I have a lot of favorites.
I discovered that I had no idea how powerful music could be because the irony is I've been playing music my entire life, and the only time it smacked me that music can be used to tell a story and educate and invoke or encourage critical thinking and all that sort of stuff was at the Denver conference where I met you for the first time, right?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
That's when mothers were coming up to me saying, "I'll use your music to. My kids love your music." That like really hit me quite hard. Like, wow, you can actually use this to teach people. So yeah, I mean, I want to do more of it, and I want to do more silly stuff so that kids, I had no idea kids were resonating with this stuff because I'm just a big kid. I was just doing my thing. I didn't realize it would resonate with real kids, or children. Yeah. Sorry, little kids, children. So so I want to go back to doing that as much as I love doing the rock and the blues and the guitar and stuff and sort of showboating a little bit. Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Yeah. That's all very well, but the funny comedic stuff, as I was saying earlier, it travels further. So I would really like to do that. So I don't think there'll be much music coming out of me this year because of these books. But after that, I'm going to get back into the green screen stuff and probably bring Flat Earth Man back because I know that people love that character and particularly children.
Santos.
Hey,
hi, Santos.
Hey guys,
Santos.
Welcome.
How you going?
Nice to see you.
Hey.
We're good, man. How are you? It's been a while.
Great. What a good team.
Yeah,
we're just chewing the fat and talking about Shelley's Flatlanders and my music and all that sort of, and just some flat stuff, man. So you're in the right place, bro.
You beauty, Alex. You're doing some great work yourself. So Shelley, you produced Flatten the Curve, yeah?
No, Flatlanders.
Yeah, Flatlanders. Although Flatten the Curve is a good one too. I mean, there's just so much out there right now that I love how this is exploding and people are being able to showcase the truth and different platforms and reach different ages. And so, yeah, Flatlanders is a series that it's a series that we want to keep going so that we can tackle a lot of different topics and really just get everybody from the community involved and be able to share their journey to Flat Earth. And we have Jay Tolan, who's just a brilliant, I'm sure right? I mean, Jay Tolan,
superstar.
Look at the beautiful flat Earth.
Exactly. Yeah. I've had people try to say that he's been debunked. Oh yeah, that guy's been debunked. Well, didn't you just see hundreds of miles of flat Earth, and you're still in denial? Good God, what sort of fluoride are these people drinking?
There are those that don't see.
You're right.
Right.
The damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Damage, man. It's useless eaters and useful idiots all around the world now.
Do you think you can take a useless? Do you think you can take a useless eater? Because I know some of them. There's a lot in my family. Do you think you can take someone like that who's been subjected to so much programming and so much fluoride and mainstream media? Do you think it's possible to take someone of, say, I don't know, of a certain age, and then wake them up to this stuff? Because I've seen so many times people just can't seem to be swayed with facts and logic and reason, no matter how much. And he's just like, I've got to give up with this person. And it's such a shame. I just wish there was
It's good. Just go on,
tip them
Alex.
over the edge. But for some reason, you cannot shake them out of this. It must be hypnotism or mind. It's wizardry. I just don't understand why there are these people that will never, ever, ever, ever get it. They're just not on that journey for whatever reason. And it just blows my mind how you can't reach these people. I don't know what that is. Wizardry.
They've become their own prison guard of their own mind.
Tragic. Isn't that tragic?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
It's well, I really think that I agree with the Neoplatonists who explained it that certain ones have incarnated on this realm who are very, very recent incarnations. You know, their prior incarnation were animals. You know, they were dogs, sheep, goats, and they behaved like those animals. You can see the traits in them. So we, I guess, we've been around a bit more. I think that's what's happened. You know, we were like this many lives ago. Maybe, I mean, that's how they teach it, and they're the guys that I predominantly follow. You know, the Neoplatonists. They had their syncretism down pat thousands of years ago. You know, so yeah, I think you can't turn a dog into a human being. I think that's it. They're not human beings, man. Either they're animals or they're NPCs.
In one way, though, I have to kind of feel a little bit for them, because I was there once, you know, only about 10 years ago. I was swallowing all this stuff and believed all this, and I was, you know, just that Neo before he wakes up. I was that guy. So it's like, you know, I always use this quote. I know it's a biblical quote, but isn't it such, forgive them for they know not what they do. So you almost have to, because we were all there at one point, or right?
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. Yeah.
So I do feel for them a little bit. Is all I'm saying. I just wish that you know, there was something that would shake them out of that hypnotic state. But you know, it does seem apparent to me that some people are just not destined on this particular journey.
No, I do too. You know, when I'm in a good mood, I really empathise with these people, and I just pray for them, and you know, I'll think about them, but then there's other moods where I just go, oh, fuck them, they're a lost hope.
I love your honesty.
Yeah. And it's true, you know, I'm just saying what is true. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being a judge. I'm not being condemnatory. I'm just saying the truth. You know, if shit stinks, well, it stinks, you know. You can't, a honeybee does never try and convince a fly that honey's better than shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more of a guy now. I'm more of a be the change you want to see kind of guy now, because I've had enough of trying to metaphorically grab people by the scruff of the neck and say, wake up. I just think now, if I just show them through music and what I'm doing with my garden and self-sufficiency and all that sort of stuff, and I think that's the way we change people. Like, oh, look at him, he seems to be happy. What's he doing? You know. So that's where I am now, because it's a very frustrating road trying to convince someone that can't be convinced.
Yeah, leading by example is absolutely the non plus ultra way of guiding people and helping them. It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how many people do you know, you guys, all of you, like people who have woken up to some deep truths very late in life? Is that uncommon? I don't really know.
Well, I mean, I woke my buddy up. He was 48 when he woke up. No, I don't know. My buddy Mike, Stellium 7, you might know him on YouTube as Stellium 7. He's done a lot of work on the mountain right near me. He's a Titanologist, I think he likes to call himself. But he was 48 when I introduced Flat Earth to him. But he's a right brainer. He was already awake to the moon stuff, and you know, he was on that journey already. So introducing something like Flat Earth didn't seem that ridiculous to him. So I don't know if that's a late time in life to be introduced.
I don't know if that counts. It's like if people have this feeling or this questioning nature versus those that just don't at all.
Yeah, no, it doesn't count. It's like a splinter in your mind driving you mad.
Yes.
You feel it when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. Yeah, it's like that. And if he's already had that, which we all had, we're like, we know there's something wrong in the world. You just can't put your finger on what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I don't. I mean, I've tried with my father-in-law. And it's just nope. Yeah. No, but he's 75 now. He's had 5 jabs. and just been in hospital for a week for a blood clot, and he's had a mini stroke. So you can imagine how infuriating that is for my wife and I, who know exactly what's going on there. And as soon as we heard he'd gone into hospital with a mini stroke, we knew exactly what it was. We said, that's a blood clot, and that's from the vaccines. But, you know, the hospital will never tell him that, and they didn't tell him that, and they treated him like absolute shit. And we're like, that's the worst place for him. We give him this, give him some DMSO and that. And we tried to sneak in some DMSO, and they wouldn't allow him to take that either. It's just like,
Sorry to hear that.
the most frustrating thing in the world, you know. So he has no idea what's happened to him, no idea whatsoever. We do, we know, but you know, to try and introduce that subject to him, he's going to be like, "Don't be ridiculous, don't be ridiculous." You know, he's fully committed to like, you know, injecting yourself with toxins is good for health. He's fully committed to that. That just blows my mind. So now I have to tread very, very carefully around my own family, because
my mom's had 4.
I'm the nut job, right? I'm the nutter.
Your mum's had 4, Lindsay?
Yeah. And she's 72, and not a good quality of life going on and stuff. And it's just it's sad. But she told me yesterday at Easter that my brain is fried.
Oh boy.
See what we've got to put up with. You see what we're dealing with here. It's
But I love her. But she says, "Is this what it's going to be like every time we get together?" I don't. Yeah, that's up to you, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, if you ask me questions, I'm going to respond calmly. I don't lose my mind, and I don't yell. But when I get into discussions with people, they're swearing, they're raising their voices, they're calling names, they're getting very angry, they're growling at me. I'm like, hey, you know, I just look at them and say, I see how you feel. I feel for you. And that makes them even angrier.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
It's not them. It's not them. It's demons.
Yeah.
Demonic possession, guys. It's 99% of the population are demonized. It's demonic possession entities.
Yeah.
And in the background of their own conscious mind, they're controlling the subconscious mind. So those people, they get upset because the demons have programmed them what to think. And because that program's in there, you know, they stick by it, and so their conscious mind just repeats what they've dictated to them in the background. You know, it's background influence, and it's, you can't see it, you can't, you can pinpoint it, you can see it in their eyes. You know, that glare that they've got, where there's nothing there. You know, you can see the
fluoridate there,
heart, because if you aren't radiant from the heart, then you've lost the truth, and that's the source of your energy. That's, your heart has to be radiant. These people have no heart. You know, they don't empathize. They don't, you know, they're not passionate about anything. They just eat and poo and go to work and sleep, and that's it. Those 4, you know, eating and pooing is basically the most, you know, most active thing that they're engaged in.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It's overeating as well. It's not just eating. These people overeat until they gorge their face, until they're full, you know.
That's, I was talking about that at the dinner table, this kind of thing. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching, you're never going to watch this, though. I can guarantee you.
Yeah.
Never. But yeah, you know, telling my kids and stuff, you know, clean your plate, finish your food and stuff. And I said, you know, it's really unhealthy emotionally and physically to train your body to become used to getting to that point of fullness versus satisfaction. Yeah, we could all do with a good fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, well, I fast every day.
Same.
I stop eating at 6 and then at 10 the next morning. That's 16 hours of dry fasting every day.
Oh, well, dry fasting every day.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dry fasting and intermittent 16 hours every day.
Oh, wow. I have yet to tackle the dry fasting, but that's next, I suppose.
You look well on it, Santos.
Sorry?
Yes, you look well.
You look well on it.
Yeah, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I've got a ways to go though. I've done 2 liver flushes, Andrea Moritz liver flushes in the last 2 months. I'm doing one again on Thursday. I'm doing a massive parasite protocol. Yeah, I've just got to get better because I've had this skin itch for about 15 years now. And it began in 2007 when I woke up and started researching, and all of a sudden I'm itchy all the time, and it just got worse and worse, especially in 2014, 15, 16. And the only thing that stopped it in its tracks was fenbenzidol and ivermectin. I took that in 2019, and for 3 months the itching went away. So now the itching turns up here and there a little bit. It's very mild, but I know that it's due to mostly radiation because they send all the bad frequencies through my computer, of course. I protect myself. I've got, I wear these things. That's a protection. This here is, it's got crystals in it, stainless steel. It's got crystals on the inside, and it structures the water in your body. Then I've got my massive orgonite pyramids that my niece made for me, crystal grid all around, but there's always going to be a bit that'll get you.
It's interesting you talk
I
about.
bet you've got an EMF reader, haven't you?
Yep.
Yeah. Fenbenzidol is a known, I don't know if I could say it, the C word, cure. And I've also stumbled upon it with a friend of mine who's cured, can I say the word? Cured the C word using the fenbenzidol. And so it's interesting, what they call it is called Panacure C. And it's almost like the truth in plain sight. And they've done so many research studies that it doesn't necessarily have to be those things, but that we're so full of parasites, and through the chemtrails and everything. Can I say chemtrails? I don't know what I can say anymore. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Look up, Alex.
Yeah. And so I love what you're saying is that we have to do a lot of our own personal cleansing, intermittent fasting and all that. I know that helped me a lot when I was diagnosed with lupus and magnets too. That's where I met you, Santos, at the magnet seminar with Jamie Lee. And he's done a lot of good work for helping to get people the word out on how you can structure your water using magnets. And but I think we're all being targeted with these parasites, and we have to be able to figure out how to get rid of them. And that's how a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. Essentially, I think the best way is to add herbs like wormwood and black walnut hull, in your weekly regime. Have one of those teas, keep killing their eggs, and then do fenbenzidol and ivermectin for a couple of weeks, then leave it alone. And every 6 months, just keep on it, because that is, it's critical. It's, you can't not deal with parasites. You have to. It's like having a shower. You've got to have showers. You've got to brush your teeth. You've got to clean the inside as well. So if you add a lot of alkaline foods to your diet, I follow the Dr. Sebi diet, which is the alkaline diet. Now, if you do that, parasites cannot exist when you in your body when you are alkaline. They die. That's it. You've modified your terrain, and they're no longer welcome, and they just flush out. It's just the key is to alkalize your body. So I use hydrogen water. I've got a really expensive Japanese molecular hydrogen.
Structured water.
Yeah, well, it structures it, but then I've got a magnetic spinner, which Manny put me onto. So then I structure even more. And then I've got the terahertz wand, and I put the wand on it for about 30 seconds. And that water's miraculous. Have you heard of the terahertz wand?
No.
I'll show you.
Okay.
It's living water from Victor Schauberger.
Oh, yeah.
How do you get it? How do you order it?
Shelley, I will send you the link later, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Sure.
That's the terahertz wand. In this part here, there are crystals, and here they produce 3,000 hertz. So essentially, it's music, and it bathes your cell with music. It's only 350 US, right? And made in China, but this technology is like a med bed, portable med bed, and you can just turn it on and put it on your. Let me turn it on.
Sure. Santos, please send me the link where you get it.
Well,
now you can send it to me later.
I can hook you up with the guy who will sort you out with that.
Yeah.
So see that?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's blue.
Now that's been helping my eyesight because I do 10 hours a day on the screen, you know, for 20 years.
Oh,
So
wow.
you can do your third eye, you can do your crown chakra. What it does is it generates stem cells.
Yeah, you are looking blue where you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool, Santos.
So
That is cool.
Yep.
My cats would love that.
Oh yeah.
That's an enlightened laser pointer.
They love a laser pointer.
Yeah.
So you said that's 3,000 hertz. Now I'm thinking, has 3,000 hertz got any relationship to 432 hertz? I wonder if there's any kind of sacred geometry or numerology in there somewhere. I bet there is.
Of course.
Yeah.
So Shelley, did I meet you at Jamie Lee's?
Yeah, remember we were up in, I heard you talk. It was when those big fires were happening up in, I forget the name of the town where he had that big magnet seminar. And
was that Philo?
I don't know Philo, but it was that gentleman who was teaching us about how to heal with magnets.
Yeah.
And how you place them on your body. Yes.
Boonville.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it was 2019. 2019. Yeah, and I heard you talk and awesome stuff. Really, you're the one that taught me so much about red and blue. You know, the red pill, blue pill, red light, blue light.
Gotcha.
The Republicans, the Democrats, like just so much of the programming was really intriguing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a red and blue. It's a red and blue universe.
Yeah, it's red pill.
Yeah, Alex.
The electric universe is red and blue, and the magnetic universe is black and white. So black and white, black is dielectricity, the field. Magnetism is the other half, which is the active motion part of the field. So black is rest, white is motion. And when they rub together, when they start doing this, then they produce a hybrid energy called electricity, which is temporal, hybrid, and completely inferior to magnetism. In fact, magnetism is 10 billion times more powerful than electricity. Magnetism is spiritual, electricity is physical. That's why they destroyed the Tartarian magnetic free energy system and created a disgusting, horrid electrical grid.
Wow.
That's a good point. I found a video today about free energy, and I will bring this in. It's a short video, 2 minutes. But please check this out. You can find it on my Truth Seeker 3 channel. And I also will bring in the audio. I hope it works. Can you hear it?
No.
Nope.
Listen again. No audio?
Super soft, maybe.
No.
Okay, wait. We need this video with audio. So
yeah, those fidget spinner things are everywhere. That's a cool.
No. It's free energy from a magnetic motor.
Wow.
But
I think fidget spinners are demonic because look how you have to hold them. You have to hold them like that, right?
Santos, I sent this video to you. Bildschirm teilen, Bildschirm freigeben. Audio. Now it's with audio. This speak is in and German language, but it's very cool. So please check this out.
Can I just quickly
Now,
learn German?
now you have audio. Yeah. Alex, can you hear?
Yeah,
it? Yeah. Check this out.
Ooh.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, brother.
I had,
right there.
And nothing would stop that.
I had this model years ago when I was a young man. I applied that technique there to high-speed trains.
Listen.
Russischen Erfinder, der einen ganz simplen Magnetgenerator in den Vorderreifen oder in den Hinterreifen eines Fahrrades setzt. Sie treten einmal an und das Ding läuft. Und er verkauft das sehr erfolgreich. Er sagt, man muss sogar immer bremsen, weil das Ding viel zu schnell wird. Und es ist komplett wartungsfrei. Sie sehen Rollstühle ohne irgendeine Verwendung von irgendwelchen anderen Teilen. Schauen Sie, wie das Ding davonläuft. Es hat keinen Verschleiß.
What?
Mit der Kraft ein Auto.
Wow.
Schauen Sie sich diese Dinge immer an und fangen Sie an nachzudenken. Denken Sie darüber nach und fangen Sie an zu schreiben. Schreiben Sie an Ihre Politiker. Schreiben Sie an die Menschen, die uns ständig erzählen, wir müssten Atomkraftwerke bauen, wir müssten andere Kraftwerke bauen. Wenn ich diese Technologien sehe, frage ich mich, wieso es überhaupt noch Mofas gibt und Verbrennungsmotoren, wieso wir nicht mit diesen Menschen Kontakt aufnehmen, diese Dinge herstellen. Und da kann jeder bequemen Fußes, er schuckt das Ding an. Ja, haben Sie das gesehen? Haben Sie das gesehen?
Very cool.
Oh, cool. Just zipping around like that.
Haben Sie gehört? Indien ist der erste Markt, ja. Wir sind anscheinend hier zu blöd dafür und verdreckigen unsere Städte und können solche Dinge nicht einsetzen. Wahrscheinlich gibt es hier eine zu starke Lobby von Erdöl und dass der Spritpreis schön hoch bleibt und wir uns zu Tode arbeiten müssen, um immer diese Dinge zu bezahlen.
Yeah, could one of our lovely mods take care of that? We're not doing that with guests that we have in our show. No.
Yeah. That's
Do what?
Free energy, Alex.
No, we've got some bullshit in our comments here.
Sorry. Wait.
Don't worry. No, don't bring it on screen. Just. But yeah, I caught every word of that in that video. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, that was amazing.
No, but my German's not up to snuff. You'll have to make the English version, Manny.
Yeah, I will do this, but they said free energy is good.
They ain't wrong.
Oh, flat earth.
No,
Oh
don't.
shit.
Just don't go there.
Yeah.
No. So, is that all it takes is for people to realize that we have this technology and it's incredibly doable?
Gets suppressed every time.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at
amazing.
the water-powered car,
researching.
right? The guy that invented the water-powered car, he didn't last very long, did he?
No.
You mean Victor Schaberger? Or?
I'm not sure it was him that did a water-powered car, but you can take power out of water, can't you, and use it to
No, it was not Victor. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
mean, these
researching about
technologies are around, and there's
quantum
companies that are building these motors and building these cars, but you'll never see them go mainstream, I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was researching about quantum locking and how you just need a magnetic field with a conductor. And they were able to make this thing spin, with cold. And you guys have probably all seen it with where they would get the magnet really, really cold. And then they would have this, or the conductor really, really cold. And then they would lock it quantumly to where it would continue to be perpetual. And I think it was that, you know, how we see it upside down where they put the conductor underneath that magnetic field with dry ice. And so there's so much hidden from us that they've burned all those books. You know, I think just even in the Vatican, they had all these books that they burned because there's so much truth that they're hiding from us.
Wild.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Taking that
That's
back.
true.
But yeah, guys.
Okay, guys, I think I'm going to call it an early night.
Yeah, Santos, do you want to share the screen and show the next level trailer? That would be very cool. Because you are a master bat in it. You have to bring on your microphone again. Take your time and use Google Chrome, brother.
Oh, Manny, are you saying that Dan Falkenbach wants to jump in?
Yeah.
I gotta be wrapping stuff up because I gotta be with my kids and stuff.
Yeah, only just to say hi to us if you want.
I don't know.
Why can't I just play? I've got it on my screen as a as an MP4. I can play that, yeah.
Sure.
Manny.
Sure, Santos. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the trailer is amazing, you know this. Santos.
Oh, the newest
Yes,
one.
it's so good.
Yeah, the next level.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. T-minus 4 days, 5 days.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I have you here, Santos. Yeah. Oh shit.
Close your eyes and just
Oh, we can only hear the audio.
We only hear the audio, Santos. Do you have two screens or one screen, brother?
Hang on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sharing.
You are sharing, yeah, but we only see our live stream. Now you take Google Chrome, Santos. Yeah.
No, but this is I can't use Google Chrome. I'm in MP. It's an MP4.
Yeah, here I've got it queued up in YouTube. Here, do you want me to do it?
Hey, hang on. How about this? Tell me if this works.
Yeah, Lindsay, please send Daniel the link.
Can you see that?
I don't. You have to click share the screen, Santos.
I've done it.
Please try it. Please try it again.
Okay, share screen. What about now?
No.
Nah, it's not working.
I will bring in the video, okay? And Lindsay, please.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Send the link to Daniel.
On it.
So I will bring in the next level trailer. This should work. So sound check, Alex.
Nothing here, mate, yet.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, now I can.
Am I moving? Am I spinning? It's that easy. We're not.
The Earth is stationary, and that is scientific, not pseudoscience.
The Earth is spinning at 1,040 miles an hour. You can't feel it. You can't measure it. You can't observe it. You can't repeat it. But trust us.
People are just deceived.
I mean, I grew up from kindergarten. Here's a globe. They gave them a globe at graduation to take home like an inflatable baseball.
So why are they teaching the globe model? Well, the globe is a container, and it's a container of all the known land.
If there's more land, in the late 1800s, they were talking about more land beyond Antarctica.
The North Pole is a biggie. Very glamorous destination.
What if we all took our compasses out and just followed them until it stopped?
Oh, it is that far. Oh my God.
Wake up. What if we can truly become free?
They needed a new model because they wanted a new world order.
Open your eyes.
The physics of water is to find and maintain level.
This is the year of flat Earth.
The next level.
The heliocentric theory is bullshit.
Get ready for the next level.
The next level. The truth not to be stopped.
Santos, you're a rock star now, man.
Yeah.
Good. That's true.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. I love that good production. I love that dramatic production. I love that well put together, well thought out, some talent behind. That's the stuff that resonates with people. That stuff that's not no offense to people putting stuff on YouTube. I'm kind of having a go at myself here. Those videos that are sort of thrown together, but good camera work, good production, good transitions, really great audio. That's the stuff we need more of. 100%.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Good quality stuff.
I will send now the StreamYard link to Daniel Falkenbach.
I sent it to him, Manny.
Okay. Why he is not here?
I don't know.
So I'm running out of weed here. So I'm either going to say goodbye, or I'm going to go and roll another one. So I'm probably going to duck out in a minute. Just saying.
Thank you guys so much.
Please stay with us, brother.
No, man. We gotta. It's getting late. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting a bit late here. It's past my bedtime.
It's just about time for me to go and get my little one from public indoctrination camp.
Yeah. Shelley, you don't, or maybe you hear it now the first time. I will be part of level 3 from Sean.
You're going to be part of level 3. Nice.
Yeah, you know this, Alex. You was
awesome. That is awesome.
You was the first adult, I think so.
Yeah, Dan in the chat. I had sent it on Facebook Messenger from Lindsay Ashcroft. So
yeah,
maybe
look for
recognize
Lindsay, brother. Only jump in.
If you're Dan Falkenbach, then that's where I sent it.
That's great. The more we can get this truth out there on so many different platforms. I mean, this is what it's about. Just completely inundating people with the truth, and that's all we can do. So I'm happy for you. That's awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for having me on. This was great.
Sure.
It was a pleasure, Shelley. Thank you so
much. Love
much.
everybody. Thank
much
you
respect.
so much. Thank you.
Till next time, Shelley.
Okay,
let's do a five-way.
Oh yeah.
Woo! Okay.
It's flat.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Take care.
Have a good day. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, we have Santos with us. Stay with us, brother.
Oh, Dan says he's banned on Facebook at the moment and locked out.
Oh shit! Wait, I will send it to him in Telegram.
Yeah, just for a couple of minutes, and then we'll have to say goodbye.
Yeah, for sure.
How's the vibes in Mexico, Santos?
Great.
Yeah,
everything's good. Yeah.
Very cool that you are here, my brother.
Mexico is just a great place to be. Everybody that comes here loves it.
Yeah, I'm afraid that if I come there, I won't come back. Although that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. It's absolute shit in Chicago right now.
Oh, you're in Chicago. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, born and raised.
Falkenbach,
Oh,
look in your telegram.
That's blue as can be.
Yeah, it's Chicago's in Cook County, and everyone calls it Crook County. That sort of gives you an idea of what people live through. All businesses and anyone with a brain is fleeing the state, going to Indiana or Wisconsin, where things are more reasonable and less control. It's a wild place. It's also one of the most medical loving cities in America, with the university hospitals, and it's just this intense culture of just listening to whatever is told to you by the men in the white coats. It's really sad, but there are some cool people, but even they're largely drinking the Kool-Aid and stuff. It's hard. It's like a city of 9 million people, and sometimes it feels a little bit lonely.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Man, oh man. I feel sorry for people in those Five Eyes nations.
What kind of nations?
Five Eyes.
Five Eyes.
Yeah.
What's this?
What are the Five Eyes?
Well, there's a worldwide program where 5 nations are involved. They're all the English-speaking nations: Canada, Australia, US, Britain, and New Zealand. And they have the 5 Eyes watching you, Big Brother. It's a system where they watch everything you do. The CIA, it's run by the CIA. Five Eyes. Look into it.
Oh, I just got chills though.
Very cool, Santos.
No, not cool. Not cool.
So we have Daniel Falkenbach here. Oi, oi.
Dan!
You're on mute, Dan.
Yeah, bring on your mic, brother.
Yo, what's up?
Set arms.
Hi, Dan.
What's up, guys?
Yeah. Now we come together, brother.
Yeah, I've been warped out of existence. I'm playing some crazy Discordian real life video game now. They got me trying to decode.
Oh, man.
These guys are insane. So I'm just destroying. I'm just decoding what they think is impossible to decode, and so I'm decoding Discordianism for the Syncretism Society. It's taken me far too long. I got all these links up here from all these different people. Memetic warfare, and they got people playing these meta games, meta programming, but they're infiltrating everything. It's pretty crazy, but at least I get to turn myself into a dataplex. So I get to it's like I don't know, it's hard to define what a dataplex is, but it's like a living interactive virtual digital library that's any information that is shared or collected, it has an effect on all the sentient minds that is around that gets in contact with it, no matter what. And it's like magicians screwing around with one another. And there's like lesser magicians who are not good, but then you have some really good ones. And then you have like crazy psychopathic schizoid people, and so it's treacherous waters to tread around in. But I don't care. Like, someone's got to do it, and not many people do that type of research because they're scared of these crazy people.
Oh, damn.
I don't care. They're harmless.
What is your job, Danny? What do you work when you go to work?
Well, I work with the Syncretism Society with Santos here.
Only with Santos. That's your job.
No, I sell books. I landscape. I do gardening. So yeah, I also, like, a service of the Syncretism Society is just talking with people and get a couple extra bucks in your pocket. But yeah, I sell books as my way to get by. I collect books and sell them for. I buy them for 25 cents, or get them for free, or 50 cents, or $1, or $2 or $3 or $5, and then you can sell them for 20, 50, 100, hundreds of dollars. I actually just got these books right here from. These are first edition Admiral Byrd.
Oh, very cool.
Actually, this is when he was I saw this one. It said Commander Bird, and I was like, "Oh, Commander." That's when he was not even upgraded to Admiral yet.
Wow.
And these are pretty close to first editions here, so this goes well with the flat Earth and syncretism research.
That's cool.
They're hard to. I mean, they're not easy books to get. They're pretty penny to buy online. They're probably $30 to over $100 online to buy. But I don't know what it is with Admiral Byrd, but he is popular in Buffalo, New York. He's popular there for some reason. I don't know what's exactly going. He might have lived here. There's a lot of random famous people that have lived here. Like Mark Twain lived here and wrote a lot of his famous works here. A lot of presidents were here. A lot of obviously Freemasons were here. The assassination of a president happened here with, what was his name? Woodrow Wilson? Was that him? No.
No.
Who's the other guy?
Was it Garfield?
There was a guy who got assassinated here in where I'm at in Buffalo. I forgot his name.
Was it Chester A. Arthur?
I can't remember.
Yeah, Buffalo. I've heard crazy things about that. My mom grew up there as a kid, and her father, my grandfather, was a very high level Mason. He died young.
James Garfield.
Yes, that's who it was.
Yeah.
And you also got the pan. I just got these. Check these out.
Santos lives then next to you.
He's there with you in oh wow.
So this is from
which World's Fair?
This is from the see, the Buffalo World's Fair was also here too. In 1894. They actually came twice. There was 1894 and then there was the one in 1904. I think it was 10 years later. But this is all the designs of the buildings that they had.
Wow.
This is super rare. I just bought this the other day at an antique shop about an hour away. I found it and I got these ones right here. There's actually
very cool.
There's six. I got 6 of these things, and just one of them is $100. And I got 6 of them here, and it shows like the back here. It has all the things that are here. Check this out.
Yeah, that was the year after Chicago's World's Fair.
Then can you check the original version from Is the Bible from Heaven?
Oh wow, that's a good one there.
Because the original one is golden. Yeah.
So I gotta go through all.
This is the book I talked to you. I sent it to you in the PDF. Yeah.
Yep.
So I gotta make. See, that's the thing, is that I want to make all these videos for the Syncretism Society, but first I have to read the books, go through the books. I have to go through all those pamphlets and then decide which is the best material to make videos of. And that shit takes a while. It's like I gotta go out, drive to these places, find these rare artifacts. I gotta get deals. I bought 6 pamphlets behind me that I just showed you for $9. Wow. Just one of them cost $95. It's a super rare collectible. And see, that's the thing. That's the thing about Buffalo as well, is the World's Fair and the Freemasonic and all the wars that are around here. The Revolutionary War, the the War of 1812. There's a lot of War of 1812 stuff right around this area. And the war between the Canada border and the Americans border, because the lakes are all there. The Great Lakes is right where I'm at too, and that's also another. So there's all these different nexus point of all these. It's like, Nikola Tesla as well, right there at Niagara Falls with the first hydrodynamic energized waterfall. So there's it's just endless, the amount of history we got. And the Tartaria buried buildings. There's tons of buried buildings here in Buffalo. And I still haven't made a video of that, but other people have, luckily. But it's insane the amount of research and like how far back I am on my own research and how much I want to share with people and how much that I'm keeping not to myself, but it's hard to make videos of all this stuff and to put it all together, especially when you're not. I make everything like the opposite of what Michael, the music guru, he's like he wants good production, quality production. All my stuff, I just throw it together. I don't edit it. I don't have any editors. I don't really make a script. I just think of an idea and then just go off the top of my head, because I know that inspires other people to do the same thing. Like I know they're like, look at this crazy guy. If he can just do videos and not do it, have any editing, have a low quality video, not really have a script, well then certainly I can do it. And everybody else is way better quality, way better script, way better production than I do. So it's like an inspiring machine. I'm trying to inspire others, and then they do it, and then I'm inspired by them because they're already better than I am. So it's what's it called? It's like a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah. We've got a comment here from Angel Fire 451. Welcome, Angel Fire. Speaking of Niagara Falls, you can see the 6 hotels there some days from Toronto, 42 miles away. Yes. Yes, indeed. Well, I'm sorry, guys. I gotta run, but it's time for me to go get my little one. So
yeah.
But it was nice seeing you, Dan. And I have
all right, guys.
no idea what.
Santos, will we say goodbye to the people and?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right.
That's all fun.
My thumbs are crooked. Sorry, guys. I got a hitchhiker's thumb.
Oh yeah.
Santos, if you can share the free energy video, that would be nice.
With who? Which one?
I will send it again.
It's in German.
Okay. All right.
It's in German. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank you, brother. Have a good day.
Have a great day,
night.
gents.
Bye.
Lindsay,
Okay.
ciao.
Ciao. Bye bye.